Let's discuss the benefits of sharing your story, sharing your testimony. Yeah, it is very important, right, to share how God has brought you through a lot of things in your life, right? Because I know that you may think that you have been through things and it's not a real big thing, but it is, because it shows how you have overcame those experiences, those problems. And little do you know, the things that you have went through, it's not particularly for you. You went through it for other people that may be going through the same things. So sharing your testimony is a important part of being a Christian, right? It means telling others about how God has worked in your life and how your faith has changed you. The Bible encourages to share these stories because they can inspire, help others understand God's love. When we speak of our experience, we shine a light on how God is still active in the world today. So, and then also too, our stories are important. It's remarkable how our personal stories serve to strengthen our faith, the faith of others. When we share our testimonies, we open a window into how God has worked in our lives. Each story reflects God's grace and love. Our experience can resonate deeply with others, encouraging them on their paths. We learn that testimonies are not just personal but communal. Together, our stories can create a beautiful tapestry of God's mercy and power in our lives. This is why sharing our testimony can be a credible tool for encouraging fellow believers and bring new hearts to Him. And then also to understand this, right? You have went through some of the most things that some people think that they can't go through. So just sharing you, you don't know. Like there's people called to you. They just waiting for you to come out of your shell and share your testimony. And do you know too is that also does a lot of healing in you. So sharing our testimonies is not just about recounting our experience. It's a way to offer encouragement to others. When we reveal our struggles and victories, we remind our friends that they are not alone in their battles. Our words can uplift and provide a sense of belonging. Together, we stand as a part of a community of believers and provide a sense of belonging. Together, right, we actually support each other in our walk with Christ. Imagine the gift we can give by simply sharing how God has provided, healed, or guided you through tough times, right? This simple act of ignite faith in others and strengthen our collective hope in God. And this is what we need more of. We need more people that is willing to share their story. So are you one today? So we are going to make it where as though, you know, you are going to be able to share your story every week on live, on virtual, on a panel. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the in-person space, okay? We're going to sit up here and bring back testimonies, y'all. I used to love testimonies back in the day, years ago, in church, where though on Sunday they had testimony time when you talk about how God has been good to you, how what He have did in your life. And now they don't do too much of that anymore. So we have to get back to that because there is people that's out here that's suffering. They think that they out here alone. And when they're not alone. So would you sit up there and join me today? Will you join me in that? Because y'all know, shoot, if you have been on my lives, I'm generally always sharing something, some type of experience that I have experienced, okay? I don't have a problem with it. I am so transparent with it. So it's like, look, I'm sharing my story because I know that there's somebody out here that has been going through. And I tell you, right, if you're nervous or you're scared, I'm going to walk you by the hand, honey. Because at first I was too, to be sitting up here going loud and just sharing my stuff, okay? But I tell y'all, it have relieved a lot of heaviness. It also brought healing. It have done so much. And then I have had testimonies come back from people that say, you know what, after hearing your stories, you have helped me with where I am at. So today, right, would you stand with me? And also too is shoot, how we gonna be sitting up there and we creating a community where as though we can sit up there and support each other, love each other, inspire each other. So when we understand the impact of our stories, we can impact the culture around us. Sharing our testimony cultivates an environment where faith is celebrated and conversations about God are welcomed. We can encourage one another, inspire others to share their own experiences, develop a culture of openness and around testimony helps to break down barriers and build a supportive community. Each testimony shared is a seed of faith that can grow into something wonderful in the hearts of the listeners. So imagine a community where everyone's faith story are cherished and celebrated. It's a beautiful way to unify and deepen our faith. So I am doing a PSA right out on who wants to share. Like, come on, right? And then also, too, let me tell you, sharing our testimonies become especially significant during times of trials and adversity. These stories reveal God's faithfulness even in our darkest moments. When we share how we overcame challenges through God's help, we uplift those who may be facing similar struggles. Our testimony become a source of hope and encouragement, reminding ourselves and others that God is with us through thick and thin. In adversity, sharing our stories not only strengthen our faith, but, and now y'all know I always got to do something different, okay? Strengthen our faith, but also draws others to the light of Christ, even amid struggles. So, look, right there, right now, I know that many people are having a hard time and they are looking. They are looking like, okay, where's the answer? Where's the help at? Where's my hope at? And also, too, they need somebody to know that they, like, here, I'm here. I hear you. I've been there and I'm going to help you through. Also, too, every testimony is a way for us to connect with another on a deeper level as we share how God has transformed our lives because He have transformed your lives. We find common ground with others experiencing similar circumstances. Through our stories, we create bonds of empathy, support within our community. Our connections reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles or victories, and they bring a sense of belonging in Christ's family. These shared experiences can lead to rich conversations, friendship, and ultimately a stronger faith community. So instead of us sitting up there, trying to be in competition with each other, we can begin to really work together, build together, lock arms with each other, encourage each other, and work together, right? And also, too, what? How we can all heal together, okay? So, through sharing our testimonies, we experience the warmth of community and the strength of God's presence in our life. Our stories are essential, not just for our own encouragement, but for those around us. They can lead others to Christ and strengthen the faith of our brothers and sisters. When we openly share our experiences, we foster an environment filled with hope and support. The love of God flows through our stories, offer healing and unity among us. So let's not hold back. Let's share our testimonies today and shine the light of Christ in the world. So would you stand with me today in sharing your story, sharing your testimony? Will you? So let me know. Let me know. Put in the comment section and say, I am ready. I am ready. I am ready, Dr. Joyce, to share my story. I am ready. I am ready to do what God has created me to do and be a witness. All right.